Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to Vedic Heritage. In the earlier episodes, we have been unraveling the symbolism in the story of Hrshi Brnghi from the Skanda Purana. I left you with the question, why was Parvati Devi angered? Most Puranic stories are about gods, devas and asuras, all fighting with each other, being no different from humans. Puranic stories carry philosophical or astrological content and try to convey these complex concepts as simple stories. Gods and goddesses are described like humans and behave like humans because these are scenarios which resonate with us. We know that Surya, sun, is a ball of fire, neither man nor woman. The same is true for Agni, fire, Vayu, air, and other devas too. But if you describe them with a form, we can imbue them with characteristics and thus convey information. For example, Chandra or moon is said to have 27 wives. The 27 wives signify the 27 nakshatras or lunar mansions and astronomical calculation. Isn't it easier to remember this as a story rather than as dry information? Now let us see in the context of Hrshi Brnghi's story why Parvati Devi was angered. In the story, the Rishi wants to stay detached from the world, thus ignores Parvati Devi, who signifies the worldly aspect. She then gets angered. There are 3 reasons why the conduct of the Rishi is wrong. First reason, we usually see that ascetics or yogis try to control their body and mind in an attempt to achieve liberation. When yogis strictly desist from worldly objects, they try to go beyond hunger and sleep and elements like rain, sun and snow. They try to attain liberation by taxing the body and ignoring the elements. In most cases, the body suffers. They destroy the body which sustains their life and thereby are unable to complete the journey to liberation. This is signified by Parvati Devi withdrawing her powers from Hrshi Brnghi's body. Second reason, yogis commonly try to avoid all kinds of desires and temptations of the world. We need to understand that liberation is achieved through detachment from the world, not by suppression or avoidance. Let me explain the difference with an example. We have no attachment to childhood toys because we have outgrown them. There is no desire for them anymore. It is in this manner that we need to outgrow desires. We need to grow out of and elevate the self beyond the needs and desires. This detachment is sustainable and permanent. Whereas, say we go on a crash diet, we are still attached to eating, we have not lost the desire for it. Instead, we temporarily suppress the desire and avoid looking at or eating food, which secretly increases our need for it. Desire grows when it is forbidden to. And this is why most diets fail and people go back to eating a lot when the diet period is done. This method is unsustainable. Desire can be outgrown by neither encouraging nor by avoiding desire. Only when we find something which we value more than the desire do we automatically lose our attachment to it. In the story, this is seen when Hrshi Brnghi avoids the Devi at all costs. In fact, in some versions of the story, even after Sri Shiva and Parvati Devi have merged into one, the Rishi assumes the form of a bee and finds a gap between them in order to do his pradakshina only to Sri Shiva. This is a faulty approach which cannot lead to liberation. Let us now look at the third and most important reason for the Devi's anger. By choosing to isolate and ignore Devi Parvati, the Rishi proves that he is unable to see Sri Shiva as the potential and the Devi as the manifestation and power of the world. The oneness of the two aspects of the divine is still not clear to him. Thus, although he wishes liberation, the Rishi is wrong in his approach. The lesson in this story is that everyone requires the body to sustain life and the mind and intellect to pursue the truth. Within this finite world, these are the tools available to us. So we cannot ignore the material nature of our existence. It is only with the help of our materiality can we go beyond the world. Just as a pole vaulter uses the pole to reach the required height and only then lets go of the pole to reach the other side, a yogi needs to use the world and its nature to go beyond it. This is the paradox in the path to realization. The finite world is symbolized by Parvati Devi, and only with her help can we hope to go beyond it. That fact is signified by Parvati Devi withdrawing her powers from the Rishi's body and him collapsing to the floor. And to show that you cannot ignore her and succeed, Parvati Devi is depicted as being angry. And for those of us not yet in the journey of a yogi, the easiest way to gain control of our lives and succeed in life is to understand our desires and direct them towards higher ideals so that we may evolve into better, more effective selves. To conclude this series, I will explore why the form of Ardhanarishwara is a powerful metaphor for life and its significance to today's world. Remember to join me in that episode too. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for joining me. Hari Om.